Well, Steve, how pleasing was that as a workout?
Yeah, no, pretty much the same as all season, really. You know, big thanks to Shortwood for accommodating us for tonight's game, and really warm day. But yeah, it was a great workout for us, and it managed to get minutes into everybody. So yeah, we're really pleased and very thankful.
8 goals, 8 different scorers. How good is that to see, several players being so clinical?
Well, it's nice. It's always nice, because I think in a few of the other games we could have had a couple of 5s or 6s, if you know what I mean. And the goalkeeper's pulled off some good saves, and the goalkeeper pulled off some good saves tonight. You know, at the end of the day, we could have. What did you say? It was 8 in the end. You know, it could have been 10 or 11. But it's not about that. It's about being fit, and these results really, they count for nothing, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. So it's a confidence booster for the boys to get on the sheet. I always think that. So apart from that, it's a fitness workout, and I think it's. I know we're playing players of a lesser level than ourselves, but the one thing they do, these teams that you come down to, they're all young boys, and they run. They run their socks off, and whilst the result is what it is, all credit to Shortwood tonight, because they make you work for it.
Last time I spoke to you, all your work had been fitness based. You haven't done much with the ball. Can you feel the patterns sort of beginning to come into place? Is that
we haven't done
a bit more?
Yeah, we haven't done as much as what we would have liked, and that's probably been because of a couple of injuries that has probably stopped us a little bit there. But I think you have one opportunity of getting your team fit. And what I mean by that is the base that you can get into them. And the lads have been absolutely magnificent in this pre-season. Absolutely magnificent. They've done everything asked of them and more, and with a real good heart. They know it's all well and good talking about being fit, but believe me, being fit is the hardest thing to do, to get yourself to that peak. And I think a lot of our lads are at their peak.
Liam Serkin got some minutes in. How pleasing is that? And also, how much has he got to play catch-up?
Well, it isn't just him. What you can see behind us, it isn't just him. There's Adam May as well. Adam's he's probably missed 2 to 3 weeks. Sirks has been longer. He's been, the whole sort of period out after pulling that calf, a week before we come back, and he thought he was going to be all right. And, he made the wrong decision in training, but with a good heart, he made that mistake. So we're pleased now that they're just up and running. But, it's not just about those lads, it's about the whole of the squad, because unfortunately, what's going to happen in 10 days' time is, I'm going to have to pick a starting 11, and for me, that'll always be the hardest part. I really enjoy pre-season. I love building the team spirit and the camaraderie and everything else, and you get great satisfaction out of that, and I have, because they are together, and that's really important for the 10 months ahead.
One more pre-season game to go. How much can people still impress upon you and work their way into that 11 of yours?
Well, it won't be just about the first 11, because I might get the first 11 wrong, mightn't I? So, I just hope that when I pick that team for the first game, I pick the right team, but I might not. So, they've all impressed me throughout pre-season, which is why it'll be difficult. But they've been first class. Can't speak highly enough of them. Absolutely magnificent in pre-season.
And a new goalkeeper in on loan as well from Bristol Rovers. Tell me about Jed Ward.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a little look at him, he's played probably 20 games last year for Bristol Rovers, played at some big stadiums, played in their first team, so you'd like to think that he could come and do a good job for us. England under 20s, so real nice lad, which is really important. I think he'll fit into the group quite easily, but the group is good to come and fit into. It's streamlined, it's more cohesive, and I think if he can't fit in, which I have no doubts he will, that may be down to him. It won't be down to the lads he's coming in with, so I don't anticipate any issues there.
Obviously no window deadline for you, but how many more do you want to complete your squad?
Well, that I think recruitment is forever moving. It's forever moving. And as I said, whenever we get anybody, you'll always be the first to know, or so will our supporters. There's always things going on in this game, and there will be right up until the league window shuts, but for us it will be a continual search for players. So it's just an ongoing thing all the time. We're just lucky that we don't have that window to worry about this year. Having said that, I would have liked nothing more than to have had a window to worry about this year, but then I think the recruitment wouldn't have been as hard had we still been a Football League club.